Well, hello my friends, Dean the Turkey Legster here. This is part 2 of Dean's summer adventure. And I am here at the Dunlawton Sugar Mill Gardens. In the, not exactly sure what city it's in. I'll have to look at some of the signage up here to tell you that for sure, but it's this is a continuation of my summer adventure. I just wanted to get out of the house today and go explore some places that I've been before, and this is one of them. I went here several months ago and had a stream. There's a stream on the channel. So, Sugar Mill Gardens. There is a map here, and I see from the sign it is in Port Orange, Florida. Port Orange. And the last time I was here, I went off to the left and around there. So I'm going to go off over here. I'm going to stroll around here. There's actually two interesting aspects of this location. And the first one that we're going to see is that it is it's an old sugar mill, and it was run by slaves back in the day, as a lot of these type places did or were, but the ruins are there's still some of it here. And we're going to get over there here. Oh, look at this. Pretty, pretty. We've got a little area here. This is a little Asian area. Hi, Mom. Yeah, Port Orange. I'm not sure what I said. But anyway. The admission is free, but there is a donation box at the entrance that you can give a small cash donation should you want to. I'm going to stroll through the loop here. They've got this butterfly here. Look at this bench. This is neat. The bench over here is donated by the Seaside Herb Society in 2005. Alright, let's go through. This is their butterfly garden. Good thing, because there's butterflies flying around, and I see a couple of bees. I do see a couple of bees. Dave Stragan, welcome in. Welcome in. Let's do this little loop here. A little overgrown. They've got this plant. I actually like this plant. This is kind of neat. It's got it's not really colorful, but it's got, in real life, there is kind of you can tell it's kind of a light, there's a very light green on to the leaves, but it's mostly white. And then you've got this purple here. Try to find the butterfly. Pretty. This is all pretty. It's these look wild because they're all growing up from like the pathway, but they are They're pretty purple flowers, like when they're grown up. So they're kind of, they look like they've got, okay, I'm going to walk around. They look like they've got, I don't know if they're actually like sticker things, but they look like they've got little sticker things on the plants. So anyway, we'll come around here. We'll look at some flowers over. Oh, there's some more. Okay. Over here. Anyway, that little loop is pretty. We'll just look at it from right here then. There's some butterflies going around. I think you can walk over here. You can see some of the flowers right here. But anyway, so the actual sugar mill is up there. Right here, though, we have the Human Sundial, the Daytona Beach Area Board of Realtors, and stand between the months next to the current month. Stand between the months next to the current month. Your shadow will point to the time. For daylight savings time, add 1 hour. Okay. Let's see if we can. Let's look into it. Okay, so we've got June. Here we go. Here's July. There's June, July, May, August. So we're right here. So there's my shadow. Shadows over here. So yeah, it's about 11. Looks like it's, well, we're in daylight savings. So it's over here, which means it's really like 11:30. So my shadow's off right here. So yeah, looks like it's a pretty accurate thing. There's the whole caboodle. All right, let's go ahead into the shade. I just got the overheating alert on the phone. Hope you're having a great day. If you're catching this on the replay, leave me a comment and let me know that you were watching. Here. I'm hoping we get a cloud come over. We'll read the signs after. I've got signs over here. And I wanted to get in the shade first. There's a sign here about the most dangerous chieftain. And there's a whole history to here. I'm not that familiar with it, but I'll have to grab a map. Maybe we can backtrack and I can get the, it might have like a general history But basically this is an old sugar mill that was used back in the day. I'm not sure the time period. Probably 1800s, 1900s. That sign probably just said something about it. There's a sign up here. The roof. So Dunlawton's new metal roof is meant to protect stonework and machinery, but also makes an important point. Although not an exact replica of the wooden roof that preceded it, this shelter reminds us that a large enclosed factory once stood here. Dunlawton's combustible structures burned in the 1830s when the Seminoles sacked the Anderson plantation. That meant the next owner had to cover an important space. Okay. So it burned in 1830s, which means it was probably in the earlier in the 1800s when it was built. Very nice. I can see you in this stuff right here. Ooh, I'm in the sun over here. From the boardwalk. Welcome to Dunlawton's Boardwalk, a modern structure offering views of the former sugar factory while reducing foot traffic inside. More on the 19th century floor plan can be found in an interpretive panel near the ruins south side. So very interesting. I'm going to hold the camera in there. You can pause that or screenshot and come back later to peekaboo at it. So these look like the, there's some signs over here. They've got the big, the big vats, the big things that they would do the sugar cane in. One reality of this sugar plantation was its isolation. When owner John Marshall asked for help against the Seminoles, an army commander in St. Augustine offered muskets and a lecture. that the best reliance of the inhabitants ought to be upon their own efforts. And I've got this part in the middle that I've been walking around. Okay. There's the back side of engine. There. Take a look over here. A closer look at the engine the wheel right here that we were at before. See if we can get around over here. I think there's probably a path around. I think we probably might want to. Nope, probably not. Looks like it goes around. So the signs are over here. Okay, so that does go around. Kind of an unofficial path, maybe. All right, and then we have shade, lots of shade. All right, here's a sign. This covers kind of the two aspects of what's here. And we have the Spanish Mills and Bongo Land. So after the 1850s, Dunlawton's days as a serious sugar venture were through. John Marshall moved away, tried to rid himself of the Florida plantation, and finally snared a buyer in 1871. His successors included Charles Doherty, a noted lawyer, politician, but no farmer, who bought a corridor, then Henry Flagler, who bought a corridor for his coastal rail line. R. Johns, hello, welcome in. And J. Saxton Lloyd, a prominent businessman who helped create an early theme park, then gave the lands to Volusia County in 1963. In short, Dunlawton had a second life as local people and tourists explored East Florida after the Civil War. They found mysterious ruins nestled in the cattle lands and orange groves. Early postcards, photos, and travel writings picture Dunlawton as worth seeing, but they also botched its story. By popular acclaim, this place became the site of an old Spanish sugar mill. Fun and fantasy soon defined Dunlawton. After World War II, paying visitors could stop by the Lost Mission an Old English sugar mill, complete with gardens that gave rise to a botanical park. Girls in beachwear posed for state tourism photos, and for years people enjoyed Bongoland with its concrete dinosaurs, miniature train, and resident baboon named Bongo. It was a long way from the hard world of frontier sugar making. So this was an old sugar mill, and then later it was Bongo Land. And I've got to show you. So this is another part of the of the sugar mill over here. I'm going to take a little walk around to see. Bongo Land was a dinosaur theme park, kind of a dinosaur inspired theme park, and they have a sign over around the way. I'm not 100% sure. Okay, I think we just go around. Basically, there's a loop, I think, and then there's still some of the dinosaurs that are here. So, I see a path there. I think this path goes around. We're just going to go for a little nature walk here through the woods. But thank goodness it's shaded. Thank goodness. So that continues over there, but we're going to go left. The shade is nice, but it is a little warm and humid, so I'm not going to be here. Not going to be here for terribly long. Just going to make a loop here, and we'll check out the dinosaurs. There's another part of the botanical. What is the botanical gardens? And we're going to try to see the dinosaurs that they have here. Really cool. And there's a sign that also talks about more about the Bongo Land that was here. I found out about this place through a Facebook group. It's called like Family Florida Destinations or something like that. They post about fun, interesting places all throughout the state of Florida, and it could be a botanical garden, some kind of historic place. It could be an old restaurant, an old museum, or something really interesting. So anyway, I'm always finding out about little areas. I've got a whole list of places that I've written down, and I want to eventually go. Some of the places are like out of my vicinity, even though they're in Florida. Some places are up in North Florida, in the Panhandle. There's several places in the Panhandle, South Florida, over on the Gulf Coast. There's several places over near Clearwater area. This is a nice stroll. I forgot it was this long. But we're gonna get to where I want to go. Nice little life lesson there. You just keep going. And you'll get there. Keep going, and you'll get there. Keep going, and you'll get there. They have at least 3 dinosaurs here. I mean, we're going to see them before long. We're going to get to them. Whoa, check that out. That tree came down. That must have been during one of the storms in the last couple of years. That was a big tree. Huge oak tree. So good news, there actually is a cloud blocking the sun now. It's just not a ton of a breeze. Okay, so I did one. We apparently missed one of the dinosaurs, because I know there's one. I think we'll have to backtrack a little bit, guys. So we'll go this way, and then we'll come back the other way. It's another piece of wisdom. Sometimes you gotta go back in order to go forward. So I think it's over here. Hi. Good. All right. It was over here. There you go, guys. This is the Triceratops, a plant eater existing about 100 million years ago. If you believe that. Oh, we could have just come right through here before. Looks like it. Anyway, we had a nice stroll through. There we are. There's the Triceratops. Impressive. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Come around here. Wow. Big dinosaur. The Triceratops. Quite impressive. All right. Very nice. So we'll stroll back around this area. This way, I do know for a fact that the other dinosaurs are over here. So, alright, so we're going to stroll over here, guys, and find the other dinosaurs.
See anything that excited you?
Oh, the dinosaurs are pretty cool.
Yeah.
Are they?
Yeah. Well, you have you a little video. That's nice.
Yep, I'm live on YouTube right now.
Oh, really? Can we say hey?
Sure. Got some friends to say hi.
How you doing?
Hey.
We're from Jacksonville.
Oh, awesome. I'm from Oviedo, which is northeast of Orlando, about an hour or so away.
All right. Thank
So,
you. Have a good day.
have a good day. That was fun. Saying hi to some people. All right, I think we're going to have another dinosaur up here. I know there are no dinosaurs on that loop. This is the Florida Hammock Trail. Well, I've done that loop. There's nothing on there as far as dinosaurs. Dinosaurs are over here. They have at least 2 or 3 other dinosaurs that I want to come see. Plus just other botanically garden stuff. So here we are out of the walking part, and there's 2 dinosaurs. I see 2 dinosaurs, guys. Here we are. Here's the sign for Bongo Land. Several attempts were made to operate Dunlawton Plantation as a tourist attraction in the 1950s. Dr. Perry Sperber leased the premises from J. Saxon Lloyd for a park to display prehistoric monsters and had a number of replicas molded in concrete on wire frames constructed. The park was called Bongo Land in honor of a large baboon. Housed on the grounds. An Indian village was also reproduced, and a small train carried visitors around. But the day of the theme parks had not yet come, and Bongo Land was closed for lack of public interest. Identification of the animals that roamed the world millions of years ago has been furnished by the Volusia Anthropological Society. The sign says, "Do feed the dinosaurs." Okay, what do they eat? Oh, that's the head. There we go. This is the Stegosaurus. He's a big one too. Stegosaurus. That's a big one. Nice. We'll come over here in the shade. Big. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. And we have another guy. Oh, this isn't the like a stone or rock dinosaur, but they do have another dinosaur sign over here. Looks like a T-Rex hanging out over here. Nice. Oh, look what they have here. They've got one of these little lending libraries. Okay, I don't see anything that really interests me, but they've got, look at this statue right here. That's cool. And look at this. Look at these pavers, or these stepping stones. They look like the they look like dinosaur hoof prints. So there's the Stegosaurus over there. We'll walk over here. This looks like an area. So we're coming back around. This is near where the sugar mill was, or is. So this is a little, just kind of loops around and goes around there. Okay, they do have another dinosaur. Oh, we'll come through here. Nope, it doesn't go through. I'm not lost, I promise, I am not lost. Okay, so let's come over here, we'll look at this dinosaur, and then we'll probably head out. Thank you to the couple of you still watching. If anyone watches this on the replay, thank you so much. And thank you to everybody, by the way. Whether you're alive or on the replay. I am glad you could join the adventure, my summer adventure. This is part 2 of 2 parts that I'm sharing today. These bird of paradises. Nice, very nice. Awesome. The Dimetrodon, a ferocious meat eater that lived 250 million years ago. Nice. Stephanie Keel, welcome in. Hope you're having a great Friday morning. So there's, I feel like there was another dinosaur they had around here. Like a big one. This is what happens, guys, when you don't pick up a map. I think they did have another area here, though. Did it really, Dave? Well, you are welcome. There is a little bridge over there. Want to walk over the bridge? Over the not water. Not over the water. So we're back in the, this is more the botanical gardens. This is more botanically than the woodsy part that we went into. Here we are going over the bridge. yeah. Go. Oh, they have a water feature. Very nice. Very nice. And then this, you just kind of walk around. They've got some nice plants set up here. And you just walk through. So I'm sure this is so I think if I come back here, probably I'll wait till like March or April. It's very relaxing though. So we'll come over here. They have a little, oh, that's the part I remember. Francisco, hello there. So this part we went by before. That's over near where the old sugar mill section is, like we looked at. Over here, they've got this little gnome people village. Look at them all over there. Come around over here. There's some more over there. Oh, look at that. This guy's got a grasshopper friend. Wow, he's big. Oof. Anyway, I'll keep it zoomed in. We can look at the little gnomes going up the staircase right there. Oh, I love it. I love it. We have some more gnome things over here. There's a couple little fairies in there. I don't know if you can see them very well. Come around over here. Hi, who's this guy? How you doing? It is peaceful. There's not a ton of people here. Not a ton of people, and it's kind of a, you know, I think it's just one of those places that just not a ton of people know about. So Stephanie, this is called the this is the Dunlawton sugar mill. Dunlawton Sugar Mill Gardens. It's in Port Orange, Florida. And it's not that far off of like the nearest main road, which would be US 1, I think. Yeah, US 1. Alright, so we saw these guys earlier. But yeah, oh, look at this, guys. This is this. I don't know if you can tell. This is a heart. And you tell the heart, it's a. That's the kind of the pointy shape there. There's the heart. But yeah, Dunlawton Sugar Mill Gardens in Port Orange, Florida. And it is free. The admission is free, but it does have, they do have a suggested optional donation box at the entrance. Dunlawton, Dunlawton, Dunlawton. I'll find a sign. It's in the title of the stream also. What it is, although I think I left out one word. It's the Dunlawton Sugar Mill Gardens. I think this is this another dinosaur that I think I might have missed when I was here the first time. So yeah, it's got a really neat history of both being an old sugar mill from back in the 1800s, and then later in the 1800s it was oh, I didn't see this guy before. This is a giant ground sloth. So I did not see this guy when I was here the first time. Giant ground sloth. Then anyway, after it was the sugar mill, they turned it into botanical gardens, and they tried to do a like a dinosaur prehistoric animal theme park. Oh, this is nice. I don't think I stopped by here before. From Orlando, it's probably from Orlando, probably about an hour. If you're talking specifically like Disney, probably an hour and a half. If you're coming down, if you're traveling down to like Orlando, like on 95, it shouldn't be. It would probably be a little ways out off of the pathway, but not terrible. But we're actually really near the front, guys. Let me just make sure there's nothing else over here that I'm missing. So yeah, from Orlando, you're probably an hour and a half, an hour ish. It's near the this is cute. Sorry, I get distracted. Pretty near the coast. So if you're like it's a little north of Daytona Beach, to kind of give you a little bit of a whatchamacallit, little north of Daytona. I'll see if they have a map. But the front. The front is right over here. It's not huge either. It's not huge. So I said I was going to go to the front. I don't remember going around this area. Alright, it's just plants. But it is relaxing. It's not huge. It's a nice area to walk around. All right. So yeah, I think that might be all the dinosaurs, although I didn't see that guy. You can still see him over here through the ground sloth. He looked like they were trying to make him look friendly, but one of those freaks of the night you don't really want to see that often. Alright, well, I think we can stroll over here for a minute. Let's stroll over here for a minute and, oh, they have another library. Okay. Shall I open it? I love these things. I love these things. I don't need another book because I don't read books. I collect books, but I don't read. Like, ooh, Tales of Old Florida. The Grilling Cookbook. Cooks. Interesting. Okay. Nice. Jason, hello, welcome in. Let me walk over here. I feel like there might be something over here that I need to see while I'm here. That's a little more than an hour from where I live. Especially the way I went. I kind of went the back road, scenic route, but I'll probably go back to like 95 and I-4. Dinosaurs this way. Oh, I see. I should have followed the sign. They said dinosaurs this way. See, I kind of came around. We kind of came over here and went over there. But they have a sign right here. Dinosaurs this way. And they do have restrooms here. Here's the men's room, and I think the women's is on the other side. Yes, because they have a sign. So, yeah, they do have the restrooms right here near the front. And, it's really peaceful here. And it's a nice, little glimpse into Florida's history. Also, with those two different aspects. So let me find, there is a sign up here. So I can get you the address. And, so here's the entrance. And it's just a nice place. Let me see if I can. Oh, they got the maps right here. Okay. Okay. I'm going to stroll back over here, actually. I'll show you the map. There's a gentleman sitting down over there. I don't want to talk and ruin his quietness. There's actually a bench over here. Let me come over here and sit down. I'm gonna say goodbye to you guys. This bench looks more comfortable. So we'll come over here. And I don't think I showed this very well. This is the Asian inspired garden. The nice thing about this is that it is really peaceful, but it's not like way off the beaten path. It's a little bit offset, and there's like, this is a home right here, and there's a whole, it's like off of a street, pretty nice street. So let me sit. Right. Alright, so here we are. Here's what it is. The Dunlawton Sugar Mill Gardens. And then there is the address. 950 Old Sugar Mill Road, Port Orange, Florida. And it looks like they are on Facebook. They're closed New Year's Day and Christmas Day. And they're open daily from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. There's the map of the place. It looks bigger than it actually is. And because I only have one extra hand, I can't really open and close it that well. But anyway, that's it's a nice little spot. It is a nice little spot. And there is a little history on the back of the map. So yeah, it was a sugar mill plantation. Trying to think. In the early 1800s, basically, and they went until December of 1835, when the Second Seminole Indian War began. And after that, after the war, the mill was burned down. And it was not rebuilt until it was bought by Mr. John Marshall. Trying to think. Looks like they rebuilt it and then it was burnt down again. All that wasted effort. It was a camp headquarters for the St. John Rangers during the Civil War in 1862. Nice. And then the property was finally sold to William Doherty in 1871. And then in the 1950s is when they tried to build Bongoland, which is the dinosaurs and kind of a little theme park idea. And that was apparently not that successful, but really interesting. So, well guys, I am going to go ahead and sign off and head out. I'm going to go find some lunch. and see what I can find nearby. So thank you all for joining me and strolling around this nice area. It's really a nice place to come if you are coming near in the Daytona. New Smyrna is also in the area. New Smyrna Beach. If you're coming up to that area. Again, Port Orange is kind of in between in that area of Daytona Beach and New Smyrna. So alright guys, have a gobbletastic day and look for a live stream possibly next week from somewhere at Walt Disney World. I'm not sure where I'm gonna be. Not sure which park. It probably won't be one of them. But anyway, have a great day guys, and I'll see you later.